When it comes to a game like Skyrim, there are many decisions that need to be made.
For instance, do I stab Heimskr to death or burn him so I can enjoy it slowly killing him? Yes, weep for me.
Now, as important of a decision as this is, there are many more that have to be made. The first of which for every player is their race.
Skyrim is anything but greedy, so you get a wide assortment of races to choose from. Do you want to be a basic bitch and play as an angrier Kid Rock?
Or be more experimental and play Kid Rock with a mustache?
But in the end, a decision must be made.
Now I know what you're thinking. This is far too much of a decision for me to make. I'm just a single person. What do you think I am, some sort of god? Now. Calm down. For I am here to help your decision-making process. So let's begin. Grab something to drink. Let's get started. Okay, axe over. This is empty. Let's do this.
Now you may notice my character creator looks a little different. Well, I got some mods that basically give me a lot more options when it comes to customization. This doesn't affect gameplay, but it does make it look a hell of a lot nicer. And we don't have to have that tired ass Helgen background setting we've all seen 1,000 times. Simple black background so we can see our unholy creation up front and personal. Now that that's out of the way, let's get started. Now the best place to start is the already memed on Nord, the generic as generic gets when it comes to Skyrim. But because of this, they're usually the safe pick for most.
But we aren't playing for fun, we're playing for real, so we only pick the best of the best. But the Nord is still pretty good. I don't know where I was going with that.
Frost resistance as their passive and a good two-hand skill starting out makes this class work fairly well as close quarters combat. And their racial ability, Battle Cry, is a literal lifesaver. But going offensive with fleeing targets can be a headache and a half. But when you just want a standard playthrough to experiment around, here you go. Bada bing, bada boom, generic white male. You can never really go wrong by picking a Nord. Nords are generic, and they are the basic characters of the game.
My score is pretty good out of Heimskr.
Now we're going to talk about the Wood Elf.
But his friends just call him the Bosmer.
The Wood Elf does indeed do what Wood Elves do in any game. They like bows and animals. But on a serious note, the racial passive is poison and disease resistance. This can be useful some of the time, even though poison isn't really a threat at all in this game. And their racial ability turns you into Tarzan for 60 seconds, letting you befriend an animal. But when will you ever use this? When you hardly fight animals and people at the same time, and when you fight just animals, you just gotta kill it after 60 seconds if you do decide to make it your friend, or just run away. What? And when you do encounter just a single animal, no one ever thinks, hey, let me befriend a level 5 wolf instead of just Fusra dying into the oblivion.
They're also the slowest race in the game because, little known fact, the sprint speed depends on the height of the character. And the Bosmer are the shortest.
But bows are stupid overpowered in this game. Hey, you come here often? I do, because I make a new character like every week, but I'm never going to play as you because I don't like bows in this game because they're stupid overpowered, Bethesda. But if you just want to play an archer, they're the best for it, in most regards at least.
Your score is Cave Bear out of level 2 Wolf.
Next is Imperial because this is my video and I said so. This race is basically just the Romans.
And like the Romans were destined to fall, I'm destined not to pick this race. I just don't like them.
But I can't deny that they're still pretty good. Out of how good the racial abilities get, they have a pretty good one. They can calm humanoids for 60 seconds, making them just walking punching bags. Hell of a lot more useful than the dumbass wood elves. And also, well, they're Roman. So money. They find more gold, simply put. And their basic skills make them damn good for battle mages, which is my favorite class. Well, more like battle cleric, I guess. But this race is very good for most. If you're a flip-floppy kind of person and like to switch up classes halfway through a playthrough like some sort of heathen, then they're probably the best for you. Wish I had more jokes for these guys.
Your score is Caesar out of Planned Murder.
Argonian, baby. One of the two unique-ish races in this game. Argonians are something, that's for sure. They're pretty unique in this game. See, they are aquatic in nature, so they can breathe underwater.
It's actually pretty good.
They are resistant to disease, but the Bosmer already has like a somewhat better version of this. But their other ability basically just gives them full health over time.
It's aight. But see, the worst part about being an Argonian for me is that I gotta be an Argonian. I said it.
They're basically just good assassins. Don't get me wrong, jokes aside, they can make a great character. That's a fact. For me, there is just better options out there for what they usually go for. but collecting underground ingredients is so easy and damn good with them. They're the best alchemists in the game in my humble opinion because of this, so they do have their place in the game.
You get an Obama out of Reptilian. Here's where my personal opinion comes in, baby. The Dunmer are my favorite.
They look sick, they're roughly the best battle mages in the game.
The official atlas even says they're meant to be as such.
The women are smooth, and the men look, well, that's kind of the reason I don't like playing Imperials. I like battle mages and battle clerics, and to me, I just enjoy playing a dark elf more than I enjoy playing an Imperial. However, I will say their eyes give me nightmares sometimes. Resistance to fire that they get with their passive makes it really damn good, because, I don't know, dragons are a thing, and every enemy mage, however their racial ability is garbage a lot of the time. It damages everything. It doesn't care about anything, just burn it all. Me no likey. Early game, it's aight. Late game, I would rather spit on them than use this. Fusho da, bitch. Also, my boy Sandesh Drenum is a dark elf, so he tight.
Your score is personal favorite out of reasonable thought.
Furry time, baby. Khajiit. This race is by and large the fan favorite. They're pretty dope. They have the best early game weapon with their claws.
That's right, the Khajiit barehanded is actually the strongest early game weapon. Think on that.
That's also their racial trait, bonus damage to unarmed attacks because they use their claws. They make damn good assassins, being able to see better in the dark rather than just turning up the gamma like a scrub. But they are damn fun to make them brawlers with those gloves you get in the sewers. So they're also cats, so that's like doubles their points, even though this kind of looks like a nutsack. Also, making these dudes werewolves gives you even bonus unarmed damage on top of what you already have.
And see, that's something that God didn't even intend. I think I broke the code. They have to be coming from right now. Kill Heimsker. Your score is fetish out of sexual tension.
Bretons.
So next up is the High Elves. Just kidding. They're actually really good mages.
This race is meant to be exactly that through and through. Conjuration primarily. They are actually resistant to magic with their passive, which is damn good actually. They can also use their racial ability to absorb magicka into their own pool, which is situational but not half bad. And they are a race of nerds, so
I've now found my people.
making potions is primary for them. So the way most people play them are glass cannons, with a severe addiction to potions. Just load yourself down with the juice, and you can wreck crap. Summon a weapon with spells, and summon a buddy to tank most of the damage, and you'll be fine. Unique playstyle, actually, so if you're wanting to mix things up, why not give the nerd a shot?
Unlike Becky gave me for the junior high dance. Look where I am now, Becky. Look where I am now. Becky didn't exist. That was just a joke. Don't yell at me in the comments. Your score is Pin out of Teller.
Osmer, also known as the race that has the best racial ability for a warrior or a tank. They take half freaking damage and do double damage for 60 seconds. Talk about a double whammy, my goodness. Hell of a lot better than making a bear your friend for 60 seconds. Take a lap. She looks like she can't decide what to get at a McDonald's drive-thru. Heavy armor and two-handed weapons all the way with these ugly bastards. Also, smithing is the name of the game here. So you're going to need to take a break from murdering everything that can breathe to sit and get some shit done. Trust me, you'll thank me in the long run. That's how you excel with them in particular.
I mean, you could go mage or cleric to just tell the game to go screw itself and you want to play it your way and just want to ignore how it's meant to be played and not have fun and rip your hair out because your build sucks. Just go warrior. Your score is Phobia of Magic out of Feel My Axe. This game is good. Out of context, I know, but I love this game. Each race has their own specialties, jokes out of the way, but you don't have to go down what they want you to do. Each race can kind of bend towards another playstyle, and I just love how the game gives you that much options and that much varieties to it. Alright, next part.
Redguards are dual wielders. That's what the Atlas says, at least. But you can tell just by looking at their stats, that's what they're meant to do. With their ability, it gives them 10. You heard that right. 10 times faster stamina generation for a time. So swing, sprint, heavy attack, double heavy attack, swing, sprint, double heavy attack, and on and on and on and on. This race is for adrenaline junkies who just want to be all over the place. This is one of my favorite playstyles, so this race is my second favorite. Other than the knight, I mean the dark elves. Redguards are also pretty good with the shield. Two-handed also isn't that bad with these guys. This race is all around very good for an up-close and personal character.
You get low on jokes at a boring video.
And last but certainly not least, because they're one of the best by far, is the Ultimer. That's right, the dickheads of Skyrim. These guys get 50 bonus magicka at start and can also regenerate 60% faster for a short time. They're phenomenal mages. 50 bonus magicka at the start makes it where you can just go ham on everything so early and use higher level magic so much quicker. Smug looking bastard. This fits. She looks straight out of Lord of the Rings, let's be honest.
They're also the fastest race in the game because high elves, height. Come on, stay on top of this. I can't be doing all the work for you.
But every time I play these guys, I feel like I'm just a member of the Dick Clan because they don't attack me as often. That's kind of like another one of their secret abilities is that the dickheads won't attack you as often. But that's also a benefit.
Proof to them that not all high elves are evil, and that some of them can be queens like the woman that needs to step on me. You get a racial stereotype and I'll prove them wrong.
Okay, now that we have finished picking our race, we can customize them to our sickened heart's content. I chose her because, well, Queen looks like One Piece.
Mom said it's my turn to play the Xbox.
I forgot I had the random star mod shit. Alright, just leave the cave, Alright, now...
What? Oh shit, oh fuck, oh shit.
Okay, you might not want to install this mod. Alright, one more try. Let's go. Oh shit, oh fuck, oh shit, oh fuck, oh shit, oh fuck. Why couldn't have been a Bosmer? I'm sorry for styling on ya, I regret everything.
There. That's all the races in Skyrim. And with my help, you should be able to focus more on the important things. Not just something as simple as your race, but more on things like killing Heimskr. Is that joke getting old yet? I don't care, it's my video, I can do whatever I want. I'm gonna milk it until it's not funny for me. Which is never. Yeah, no doubt a future Skyrim video is going to be about who you should kill. I smile on the outside, but I'm screaming for help. This is a message for help. Hope you enjoyed this video. That's the end of it. That's the video. See ya.